Hello everyone, I'm that guy, and this is Satisfactory. We are back for another episode. In the previous episode, we located some big coal on the map. We got a little bit hung up trying to actually claim it. The coal up here was in a very hostile area. We ran across more than a couple of big spooky spiders, and I am just not equipped to be able to deal with that. We need to get something like rifles and nukes in order to knock these guys out. But we do have our big coal reserves over here, and I think it is time to get those hooked up. Our main factory over here is just not getting enough coal. If we zoom in on the coal over on the main factory, you can see it's just barely creeping up there. We need a lot more coal or we are not going to have any hope of being able to supply this. So the big goal of today is going to be to hook up these 3 coal nodes that we found over in this corner of the map. It is a heck of a lot safer over there than it is up here. I really hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, smash those like and subscribe buttons. We have a goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers in order to monetize the channel and need your help to get there. If you'd like to support us financially, you'll find a link to our Patreon in the video description. But now, without further ado, take a load off, kick back and relax while we get back into Satisfactory. In the last episode, y'all mentioned that we could potentially overclock one of our existing coal nodes, specifically the one supplying our factory over here, in order to get a little more coal output out of it. That is a fantastic idea. So let's start this episode out by turning some of these power slugs into power shards. I reckon we're gonna need 3 of those in order to completely fill up the coal generator. Let's take our tractor over to that coal node and plop on some of these power shards. See if we can't get a little more output out of that sucker. Let's see, I think this guy... Yeah, there's our coal node. So if we get all 3 of those batteries in there, that is at 250% output. Very nice. Like to see that. Yeah, it looks like that's building up even quicker than it can output. Interesting. What happens if we knock that down to 2? Okay. Huh. Looks like this belt cannot handle any more. So it looks like a level 3 belt can just barely handle the output of a single battery. I wonder if we could put a splitter on there. I don't know if this is gonna work, but it's certainly worth a try. Let's see if hooking up the coal node like that will make any difference in our output. It's already looking pretty good. I'm thinking splitting that belt off nice and early might do the trick. Not 100% sure, but we'll find out. Certainly a nice bit of beltage backing up. Like to see that. Guess I'll run all the way back to that coal node and we'll see how the output is going. Looks good though. I'm pretty happy to see these 2 belts nice and full still. Yeah, that is looking a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it's looking better. And it would appear that I messed up and one of these was not Mark III. Man, maybe just doubling our coal output with a power shard is gonna do the trick. It looks like these lifters are starting to fill up finally. Yeah, coal lifters filling up. Yeah, that's looking good. Nice, it looks like we are finally backing up on all of these belts, and all it took was just a wee little bit of overclocking. Nice, our modular frame storage is looking quite good now. Our rod constructor is just nice and backed up. Very happy to see that. Oh boy, look at all them screws. So I'm just gonna go through here, make sure all of our belt work is optimized. I wanna get the maximum output we can from all of this. Looks like we're not getting enough steel ingots coming out of our foundry here. Yeah, it looks like coal is still not quite flowing quick enough. Dang, I was really hoping that just overclocking that sucker would do it, but looks like that is not the case. Looking at these two coal belts down here, they are certainly flowing, but looks like the coal extractor is still getting backed up. Yeah, it seems like a tier 3 belt still does not have the capacity to get everything out of here. I'm gonna try one thing here. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see, is it gonna let me? Nah, it's not gonna let me just snap right onto that. If we just make that really, really small, going directly into there. All right, let's see if that might optimize the belt just a little bit more. Yeah, that's still not working. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick and do a little research, see if there's anything else I can do about this. Did a little bit of research and it looks like we need to unlock tier 5 belts before we can even come close to maxing this output with all the overclockers. So with that in mind, I'm gonna just leave the one power shard in there. The other two weren't doing anything anyway. And let's head on out of here, see if we can't get those other coal nodes hooked up. I could probably sit here screwing around with this factory until the cows come home, and it still wouldn't be optimized. So, before I set off, I need to get some more steel beams and gather up a little bit more materials before we head out. That should give us just enough room in the old inventory for a few steel beams. Thank goodness we have a healthy collection of them left over from our old project. Eventually, at some point, we are going to have to deconstruct all this crap here, but today is not that point. Yeah, that should be good for now. Whoop. That was a little bit more of a drop than I wanted. Oh, well. Yes, we got our portable miners, we got our steel beams. All that's looking good. So we are going to need to bring power over to our new coal area, as well as get belts back from there. Unfortunately, that means we are going to have to set out on foot for a fair bit of this. I am going to go to the closest point that we have a power line and see if we can go from there. Thinking this other coal facility is going to be relatively close. It'll also give us an opportunity to check in on it. We've not been over here in a little while. Yeah, looks like all those are looking good. Oh, hey. There appears to be a little blueprint here. Or I guess a little hard drive here. Let's take these guys down. I like how we just synchronized killed them. That's great. All right, what do you want? Oh, we've already done this one. Okay, never mind then. You don't want anything, and I don't want anything from you. What I do want is to hook up some power. Let's see if I can't squeeze around here and start hooking up our power lines. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. No, thank y'all. Oh, hey. Didn't know we had a sulfur node right here. Nice. Have to keep that in mind for when we are actually ready to start utilizing it. Oh, hello, Mr. Spider. I do not like you. I don't want to have to come back through here and fight you. There we go. Get fucked. Alright, is this the level we need to be at to get to them coal nodes? I think it is. Oh, hey, cool. We're stuck in the ground again. That's fun. You knocked us loose. Well, that was like the nicest thing any of you guys have ever done for me. You actually got me free. Just for that, I'm gonna kill you now. You don't have to suffer. You get a quick death. Hey, there is our coal. So we are going to need to get our belt all the way around here, through the hub, and finally over to the space elevator area here. Sure would be nice if we could go over the canyon here, but it's not gonna happen. So we are gonna be forced to go around it. There are a whole bunch of nodes here. We are gonna need a lot of belts for this, but if we just start with one, we can work our way up from there. I don't think I've got even close to enough materials for us to get all the way there with all of these belts. Let's get Miner Mark II onto that one. Cool, so we got 2 Mark II miners set up. We're gonna need to get power back here. But for right now, I wanna just get these belts exfiltrated. Ooh, what is this? Sam ore. Okay. Have no idea what that is. I've never gotten that far in this game. I just heard a power slug. Can't quite find where he's at. Sounds like he's right around here. Oh, it's one of those cool S things. I don't know if you 90s kids remember, but we had the cool S. You can kind of see it. So you got the 2 lines, or I guess 4 lines. And you've got the 2 diagonals. It makes the cool S. Doesn't quite work from every angle. This angle's a little weird, but yeah, I like it. I've always wondered what the origin behind the cool S was. It was just something I learned in like elementary school, and we used to draw them all the time on like papers. If your name had an S in it, boy howdy were you using the cool S, to the point where some teachers were really annoyed by it. Like we went a little overboard with it in our classes, at least. And I just realized I'm using Mark I belts here. That is unacceptable. I'm thinking Mark II belts until we are able to really get our steel production worked up. We just don't have enough steel beams to be able to afford all of that. Of course, holy hell, I used all of my reinforced plates. Oh no, we are not going to have anywhere near enough materials to even get remotely close. Look, we've only gone this far and used up like almost all of our good. Oh bother. Yeah, I don't have anywhere close to enough of that. Let's see if I can snag a little bit more from the tractor. Hello. All right, well, let me jump back into the tractor, see if we can't get any more of those reinforced plates. No. Oh, damn, I thought I brought more of those along with us. All right, I guess Mark I belts it is. I might have enough of these iron plates to be able to accomplish that task. Let's see, I'll store our SAM ore in there. Not sure what that's for. The only SAMs I'm aware of are surface-to-air missiles, and I don't think that's what they're talking about. hope you are ready for a long trip, because this is gonna take a little while to get belted up. Man, I'm really glad we got so much infrastructure in place in the last episode. Would have liked to have some more, but being able to get over that rock formation is going to be really handy. Looks like this path is going to be perfect to bring our belt work through. Oh man, this belt work is getting really tedious. Yeah, we are only halfway back. Not even halfway back. Ugh. I would really like to avoid having to go in a roundabout way. Whoops. Dang it. I didn't want to be down here. Jesus. The f did you come from? Oh, God. Man, we are almost out of plates. That is nuts. We are not even gonna get close to making it back. Is this one we've already looted? That is not one we've already looted. Hey, buddy. Can we not? Thank you. Yeah, that was the one that wanted power. I remember. Yeah, we came over here. It wanted power. We didn't have power. But I think I can give you power now. Yeah, there we go. Have some power, buddy. Open you up, and I'll take that hard drive. Thank you very much. And since I am already heading in this direction, might as well move the power lines with it as well. Yeah, and that is all she wrote for our plates. Good golly. Yeah, that took a whole lot. All right, let me see if I can get back to my tractor. Maybe there's a little bit more in there we can snag. Whoa, oh crud. Oh, that was a bad place to fall. Oh, that was really close. Okay, I think we're gonna be able to jump over here. Ooh. All right, note to self, don't leap off of cliffs. Yikes. Well, crud, we don't have any more in here either. Well, shucks. I guess we're just gonna have to head on back to base. Okay, that was really close. Holy shit. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, okay. Almost jumped off a cliff there with our tractor. Yeah, I really need to be more careful, especially around these bottomless pits here. Oh, come on. I can't believe I can't drive through these stupid tiny little trees. Back to our main factory, grab some iron plates, and hopefully just head right back out. Now, let's get some things rearranged. Like, I want to hold on to that SAM ore. We're going to need that later. Yeah, it's looking good. I'll go ahead and feed the wood and leaves into our biomass plant up here. Freed up a whole bunch of space in our inventory. All that looks good. All right, cool. So let's gather up some more plates, beams, and what have you. And then we can head back out. Wonder if I've got any more reinforced plates up here. Can't remember. Yeah, we do. All right, that's looking a little more like it. If that is not enough beams and plates and wires and all that other stuff, I don't know what will be. Whee! Oh geez, oh geez, no, thank you. Oh, more of you fucks. Okay, there's a lot of them here. Yikes. Ah, crud, how many of you fucking things are there? Oh god, that was not how I wanted to kick off the rest of this. See if we can avoid getting ganked for a little while. Maybe just long enough to get the power and belts hooked up. Okay, so power's hooked up, belts. Yeah, we need to get all of that out of there. And let's see if we can bring them over this way. Christ, every time I hear just a little shuffle or a gust of wind, I'm worried it's more spiders. I am so over those guys. Wait, what? Why are these going this way now? Oh man, did I f something up really bad here? Because it looks like I f something up. Oh no, did I start building these backwards or some nonsense? Because these are definitely going backwards. Oh, why? Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to backtrack a bit. See what I screwed up and where. Yeah, I'm thinking I might be the dumbest human being in the entire world. Because, yeah, I built all of these belts going the wrong direction. Oh, get out of here, you. Okay, I'm about to die. Oh, buddy. Oh, that was close. That was unpleasantly close. Okay, so it's not the entire line, it's just this bit here. All right, so power is just about hooked up now. Just gotta get it fed back around and actually hooked up. I thought this was hooked up, but I guess I am a little mistaken. With any luck, these two new belts will finally get us to the capacity we need to run our factory at full. Okay, that's a little weird. I thought these poles were hooked up. And it looks like these are. Guess I just gotta trace it all the way back. Sure, there's one I forgot to connect. Aha! This is where I need to still hook up. Let's see, has this got power now? Yes, it does. All right, cool. So we should have coal eventually making its way down these belts. Operative word there is eventually. Those are only Mark 1 belts. It will take a hot minute to get the coal backing up on them. But with any luck, these should be able to supply our factory with all the coal we're gonna need. At least for right now, anyway. We're just gonna forget all about hooking up these belts in the wrong direction. I think from here we should be on a good course. And I'm thinking we're gonna take these directly around to the side. So I'm just gonna divert these around the main base. And yeah, we'll get them going down here. Dude, how did you get up there? And why did you just spawn like that? Oh, geez, I hate it. All right, yes, thank you. I do good English, good. That is the 2 coal belts hooked up. No idea when coal is gonna eventually make its way down here. I reckon it's gonna take just a little bit of time. You are not authorized to be up here, Mr. Bean. So I'm just gonna run back along this belt line here, and hopefully we'll run across coal at some point. So I think we've got everything hooked up. These belts are just really slow. Might start upgrading them once we get all the way back. Gotta go find my tractor too. But yeah, most important thing is to figure out if these belts are flowing. And the only way we're going to be able to do that is by tracing them back. I was kind of hoping we'd run across coal before I got this far. Ooh, I see coal. Yay! The coal belts, they hath been hooked up. Happy days are these. All right, cool. So we got coal starting to back up on them. Just need to get going on Mark II and these up. I don't know if a Mark I belt is going to be quite enough for this. And I don't think we've got quite enough to upgrade all these to Mark II. I know we've got a fair number of plates, but this is a whole lot of belt work here to upgrade. All right, let's start upgrading these belts. Yeah, we'll just keep going until we run out. Wow, okay, so not even in the same ballpark as enough plates. All right, that's fair. We're just gonna have to get a whole lot more plates. But I am very happy to see that we've got coal starting to flow on these belts. You go find my tractor and we will head back to base, and hopefully by the time we get back there, these belts will have started flowing into our factory. Hopefully we don't run into any more spiders. Oh, Jesus Christ. I do not want to run into any more of those spiders. You, I can deal with. And I realize I need to dismantle all of this crap, as it is all going in the wrong direction. No coal has arrived down at this end yet, but it shouldn't be all that long until we get more of it. Once this actually gets hooked up, I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. Going to be a little bit of a shorter one, but I would rather a shorter one than one that was so long I wanted to die. Cool. Looks like our motor storage is completely full. Happy to see that. Rotor storage is also full. Looks like our plates are backing up. So with our plates backing up, let's go ahead and build in a little more storage. Yeah, that looks good. Let's go ahead and upgrade these belts as well. Looks like our modular framework, completely full up. Very nice. I think what we should do while we're waiting for the coal to come in is to hook up this other belt of coal down here instead. Yeah, so if I disassemble that guy and bring this guy into here, that may get things moving a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, so this first one is gonna go in there and there. And that second one is gonna go, yeah, into this one. And yeah, that one. Cool. And then once those other 2 belts of coal finally come in, maybe we will be producing at capacity. That would be swell. You're not getting coal. Why is that? It's because you're not hooked up. Why is that? Maybe it's because we are missing a splitter here. Okay. Alright, so we'll do conveyor left to there. Yeah, I must have just accidentally disassembled the splitter. That might explain why our steel ingot production has been so slow. There you go. Now you're getting what you need. And I'm just gonna reclock all of these so they are no longer underclocked. Well, our encased industrial beams will be filled up here soon. That means we should be in a pretty good spot for those. Hopefully these belts will start backing up once we are full up on the beams. So the storage on all these guys is full. We don't really need any more rotors or motors for the moment. Yeah, we are still a ways off from being able to supply the other 2 components we need for space elevator research. Everything is looking pretty good. Let's see if the coal has managed to arrive on the belts yet. Oh yeah, it has. Nice. All right, all of our coal is hooked up. Not being used for anything yet because all of our storage is all full up. Although I am thinking might be good to replace something here with an industrial storage container. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the storage container for these guys upgraded. Let's see, let's just stick it right here. And then we'll take a belt and flip it around there. You can never have too many motors in storage, huh? So with our storage freed up a little bit, let's see how this coal belt does.
Good job!
And I think that is going to wrap us up for this episode of Satisfactory. I had a good time. Didn't get a whole heck of a lot accomplished, but we did manage to get the new coal belts hooked up. Those are heading all the way around to the back of our factory here. We now have a dedicated belt of coal going into our rotor factory here, and a new dedicated coal belt going into our motor factory. Our 2 new belts have allowed us to very nearly fill up an entire container full of motors, although we did also discover we are not quite getting enough capacity on all of these belts here. Looks like we're gonna need to supply some more iron into here in order to really get our steel production under control. We have a fair few ingots going in here, but unfortunately we have not quite hit capacity on that. Looking out over our factory, you will see that not quite everything is green. We've got a fair bit of inefficiency, especially down this way here, where we are just not getting quite enough materials. The good news is that our storage is almost completely full. We've got our rod storage completely backed up. We've got, yeah, it looks like our screws are completely full as well. Our wire is totally full. Our cabling is totally full. So all that stuff is just on pause right now. Our encased industrial beam storage is almost full as well. Those will hopefully start backing up here in the very near future. But yeah, we have this whole factory floor filled up. We have all of our belts hooked up. We just don't quite have everything perfectly balanced. We're getting there though. We're getting real close. I think in the next episode, we should be able to get all of these completely balanced out. We are also going to need to go and finally get oil hooked up. It has been a long time coming and we don't have any oil. Our nearest crude source is nowhere near this factory. It is so far away. Like even just the scan takes like a solid minute to get a return off of anything. See there, yeah, we've got like 2 kilometers away is our nearest oil. I reckon in the next one we're gonna have to take a little adventure, head over in this direction and see what the oil situation is like. Oil is the next big thing that we're gonna need to hook up. As you can see, our current milestone requires plastic, and we're gonna need to produce rubber as well for the next tier of our milestone here. The next episode is going to be all focused on oil. I am never going to get over this guy just flying through our factory like that. But yeah, we'll adventure over there, see about some oil. We will continue balancing our factory, make sure that we are producing enough of everything. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Satisfactory. I sure did. If you did, hit those like and subscribe buttons. We have a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize the channel. It's going to take a little while to get there, and we need your help. If you would like to support us financially, you will find a link to our Patreon in the video description. But for now, I've been that guy, this has been Satisfactory, and we'll catch you back here for the next episode. Take it easy, guys.